What's up, you guys?
Oh, yeah. Hey, look at you. You tuned in.
Hey, thank you so much
What's
for
up,
that.
dude?
Hey, what's going on? It is Freska and Rudy, and it is Hitless Live.
That's right. My favorite day of the week, Wednesdays. You know, it's like hump day. I get to go live with the people.
Yeah.
Chop it up. Anything can happen.
Yeah, and it's actually April Fool's Day.
Oh, it is. That's right.
Have you got fooled yet today?
No, I haven't. You know, I feel like
Yeah,
April
I did.
Fools.
I did fool you, though.
What would you?
When
What'd
I
you do?
told you I won $100,000 on a scratcher.
Yeah, that was. I think I fooled you if you really thought I believed that. I think that was my Uno reverse April Fool's joke.
Okay, sure.
Honestly, I feel like people are get really tight on April Fools nowadays.
Yep.
Because they don't want to get fooled. And you know what I blame?
What?
The internet.
Why?
Well, because nobody wants to get recorded and put on TikTok or Instagram that they got fooled.
That's true.
So
That's true.
everybody's real tight right now. Hey, if joke's on you, nobody's messing with you, all
Joke
right?
is on you. All right, you guys, let's just jump into this whole thing because there's something very interesting happening at the San Jose airport.
I wish this was a joke. I really do.
Yes. So guess what you're going to find at the San Jose Mineta Airport? It's a new employee, I guess you could say.
Wow, they're replacing TSA that fast, huh?
Yes, it's the newest employee, and his name is Jose.
That's hilarious.
And he's an AI humanoid robot.
Right.
That's going to greet passengers.
Of course he is.
Answer their questions, give them some general information. And Jose speaks 50 languages.
That is wild, man.
Yes.
I mean, it's just so, I'm not shocked, because I think that a couple of years ago we were all talking about how humanoid robots were going to be roaming the streets. And we still talked about it in a way where we were kind of laughing.
Yeah.
But it's happening now.
But it's there. He's there and he's helping people out. He's going to be at Terminal B for I think it's 4 months.
Yeah.
4 months. So.
And we're still acting like they're going to help us forever. Like they're going to be our little robot slaves forever. But this is the beginning of a horror movie.
Yes, it is. I do believe that. But I mean, they say that we're going to have robots in our lives all the time.
I'm not.
That we need to get used to it.
I will never get used to it. I'm not. I won't accept it. Not fully. I mean, I know you kind of have to go with what the world allows, with what the world makes you do.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to, but most of us do. But I will never be okay with this because it won't be long. Right now, they're just greeting us at the airport. Soon enough, it'll be a robot pilot. Or a robot stewardess bringing you your drinks and your peanuts.
They already were talking about how those commuter planes that can get us from San Francisco to Concord or something like that. They have that already, and those they want to make into autonomous rides.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. And by the way, I guess no matter how far in the future we go, why is his name got to be Jose?
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like they create the hardest working robot is Mexican? Okay.
Well,
all right.
Okay.
I guess that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? We're emulating humanity.
But then, so I'm assuming, he speaks Spanish because he speaks 50. I said he.
Look at that. You respect him as a human.
I know.
You gave him a pronoun.
I know. Well, he has a name. It has a name. It's Jose.
Listen, Jose, I know they gave you a Mexican background, but me and you will never be the same. You are a creation. I am a human. All right. Well, I guess I'm a creation too.
You are a creation,
God.
but you are a human creation. Human creation, and a human created Jose.
And that's the conundrum. That's the problem that we're in.
Yes,
you're watching Hitless Live right now. It's Freska and Rudy. Make sure to give us a follow on Instagram at Freska and Rudy, and also on TikTok, by the way, because we're blowing up on TikTok.
We are.
And speaking about giving people a follow, I remember back in the day when I wanted people to follow my entire life, I'd give them my email address, right?
Okay.
And this is pre-Jose. This is way before. Back when I thought that it was still a joke to come up with a handle for your email. So a lot of people are embarrassed about some of the Gmail addresses that they came up with 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And you do have a chance to change that now. Gmail is going to give people up to 3 usernames per account, which means that you can change only what appears before at gmail.com.
Yeah.
And so your old email doesn't really go away. You can just use your new one as a primary. So if you're Booty Eater 69,
I know.
This is your chance.
That just cracks me up so much.
And it sounds like something ridiculous that I invented, but there are plenty of booty eaters at whatever.com.
Yes.
And 69 is just the 69th one because the first 68 were already taken.
And there are so many that end with 69 at whatever email.
Of course.
.com. And so,
Why did we do that, Freska? Like, why?
I never did personally.
Do
I personally did not because they felt like a lot of these. I would be surprised if they were adults that made this up. But I know
they were young
that,
adults, like 20-year-old kids.
But there were some that were like the teenagers would make some stuff up, like Juicy Lucy 69.
I like that one. I never even thought of that. I feel like that's your
Moody Rudy.
Nah, that's whack. I thought Juicy Lucy and Booty Eater 69. Those I think.
But wait, hold on. But people actually have applied for jobs.
Absolutely.
With these emails, and it's like, oh yeah, go ahead and. Let's go get John from that guy John Smith or whatever. What's his email? Booty Eater 69. Like really?
Yeah, and believe me, people talk about being discriminated against because of who they are and what they look like. No, they hated you because of your email.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't care if you go to Princeton or Yale,
yeah.
and you're applying to work at my place, and your name is Booty Eater 69.
We keep using that one as the so
because
funny.
I just need to make the point,
I know.
I am not going to hire you at all, and I think at the time we just didn't realize like how important our email address was going to be.
Yeah, because it's like your brand.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? And so it's like. It needs to match you, and
right.
if you're Booty Eater 69, I guess we know what you're doing.
Yep. The first. Listen, it didn't work for the first 68. It's not going to work for the 69th one.
Oh man,
68, and I owe you one. If they would have said that, Booty Eater 68, and I owe you one. I might
that.
hire that person.
I like that. It's Freska and Rudy, and listen, you are watching Hitless Live on YouTube. We do this every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. So definitely meet us here every Wednesday at 10 a.m. We would love to have you. But as Rudy has been saying, follow us as well on Instagram and also on TikTok, and both of those handles are at Freska and Rudy. All right. So did you hear about that lady that was
crazy?
I know. She was dangling on a rock, a cliff in San Francisco.
It was cliffhanger.
It was a
It was the movie Cliffhanger.
Yes. And she was there for about 30 minutes. Her name is Maxime Rancourt. She went to Ocean Beach because that's where, it happened. And she went swimming, but the current drifted her over to like these rocks, and in that area it's called Kelly's Cove,
right?
And that is known for those crazy rip currents or those crazy currents that can just sweep you away.
Right. By the way, you guys, we got to stay away from Kelly's Cove.
Yeah, so,
we really do.
Yeah, and so like I said, she was there for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, so she literally climbed her way out of the ocean.
Yeah,
okay, start with that, like just
to try to survive,
a la Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Okay,
right.
She climbed her way out of the ocean. She made her way up a couple of yards up the side of the cliff, and to just be exposed there and have to chill for like half an hour. Again, I don't know if I have first of all, I don't have the upper body strength to even get that high. Okay,
yeah.
I'm just keep drifting.
Yeah, because she was in a bikini.
Yeah, right. Second of all, yeah, I mean, if I'm out there in a thong, I might just jump back in the water.
You're like, I don't want anybody to see my booty cheeks.
I'd rather drift away than have to have a helicopter with a camera see them white cheeks just hanging out. So,
yeah.
I mean, just it's a testament to like her determination. I think that it's one of those things that kind of reminds you like the things that you're capable of doing when you must do it.
Yeah.
When you have no choice.
Adrenaline is just flowing and stuff. And luckily somebody saw her, called 911, and then the fire department and all them came through with a rope and all that. So she was able to get out, thankfully. But that's such a scary situation.
I mean, the guy, the team that saved them, I mean, they're legitimate heroes. But they're not new to this.
Yeah.
Because apparently it happens 32 times a year.
A year? I know. That's just insane.
What are we doing, yo? I know everybody wants to go for a cold plunge. I get it. But it's like after like the sixth one, the sixth or the seventh time that you hear about it.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't we thinking like let's consider going further away from this cove area where people keep on getting trapped on the cliffs?
Yeah, that's just great. And she also didn't have her glasses on, obviously, because she wasn't going to wear her glasses out into the water. And they were saying like she had poor eyesight and like couldn't see.
They were lightweight roasting her a little bit.
A little bit.
They were like visual impaired, carpal tunnel syndrome, large feet. She stood no chance. No, but honestly though, her name is Maxime.
Maxime Rancourt.
Maxime Rancourt. If you are seeing this or anybody who knows Maxime, we want to talk to you.
Yes,
Like,
we'd love to have you on the show.
We want to have you right here on Hit List Live. We want to hear your story because it really is incredible. And man, it's compelling. Like it makes me want to get in the gym. Like I gotta figure my stuff out.
Yeah, work your upper body strength up.
For real, so I'm feeling kind of weak up in the collarbone area. All right, you're watching Hit List Live right now with Freska and Rudy. Make sure to give us a follow on Instagram and on TikTok. We are running up those numbers, and of course, we have you guys to thank for giving us a follow. And speaking of that, anybody who has been following Freska and Rudy. You'll know that, it's the exclusive home of Off the Hook. And we actually just wanted to kind of touch on this a little bit because we've had a lot of videos going viral lately. Yeah. Which has been great. You know what I mean? Because like Off the Hook is, it's hands down probably the most entertaining segment out there, if you ask me, because all the drama that comes with it. Yeah. And like people are, they're resharing it. They're commenting on it. They're putting it in their stories, all this stuff, right? As a matter of fact, we have one video right now called She's Not Dead. Yeah. And I'll explain what it is, but just so you know, on TikTok alone, it has 1.5 million views. I know. Already. That's crazy. So what is it about this one Off the Hook that's so like compelling? All right, so there's a guy named Dale. He tells his side chick, Gail, that his wife, Evie, is dead. He's like a widower. Yeah, he's a widower. Right? Yeah. But she's still alive. And Gail and Evie, the wife and the side chick, end up on the phone together. Yeah. And they end up like trying to hash it out. And we had to bear witness to the whole thing. Yeah, it was bad. That was not our intention at all. Yeah, I think so. Here's what I find very interesting is that, obviously we're here for everybody. We're here for them. But it's like, we're not therapists. You know what I mean? Right. Like, we're just trying to facilitate the actual conversation that needs to happen, and whatever happens. Yeah. And we're just there to, try to help them make that resolution, and it's really up to them. My question though is like in this situation, like I give Evie a lot of credit for trying to like maintain a conversation to keep it going. Yeah, I mean, she didn't need to talk. She didn't need to talk to us. No, so. I mean, well, she was the side chick, Gail. Yeah, was sending her flowers, like sending flowers to her home. She sent flowers. So Gail sent flowers to Deo's house, thinking that, and it was in reference to his wife being dead. Yeah. Because they had a relationship together, and she was like, I always have to play second to this, to your wife. Your widow. Well, right. No, I mean, to your widow's memory. That's why she was like, I feel bad. I just need to, I've been not really good in this relationship. I need to go and do that. So when she sent these like funeral flowers to Deo's house, his wife was the one that received it and was like talking about I'm dead and stuff like that. It resurrected her. It brought her back. Basically. But my thing though is like I look at the guy, and we didn't even get a chance to talk to Dale, who to me is like he's at the middle of all this drama because obviously he's kind of like the scumbag, he's for sure the scumbag. Who basically pitted these two women against each other, and it was completely unnecessary. And how low are you willing to stoop, my boy? Just to get some side piece action. Yeah. To say that your wife was dead. Bro, look, there's been a lot of cheaters in this world, and they'll continue to be. Okay. Yep. You're not the first, you're not the last, Dale, but dude, that's next level. Like to completely like try to get rid of your current life for a side piece. That's wild. But I remember that Gail went to their house. Do you remember she said that she had gone to the house and she saw that, the dead wife's belongings were there, like they were never touched, and he was like, I just haven't been able to like get rid of them, and it's like because she just used it yesterday. Probably, her slippers you know what I'm are saying? Still in the living room. Yeah, so that was just like, if you see the episode, you'll see that Rudy and I were just like, what? Yeah, Gail was like, I could still smell her perfume. Yeah, because she was just here 4 hours ago. Yeah, that's just sprayed it on herself. So I don't know. This guy Dale is a wild dude. Yeah. If you ask me, go into the comment section of She's Not Dead, the Off the Hook video that we have up on the Freska and Rudy Instagram and TikTok page. Yeah, go check it out. See what we're talking about. Leave some commentary. Hit us up if you guys want us to touch on any part of that video, because people want to hear part 3 already. Yeah, they want us to try to get a hold of Dale. So I'm like, I don't know. I mean, we could try. What do you want to ask him? As soon as we get a hold, I'm sure we can get a hold of him. What the hell were you thinking? That's what I want to know. He's stupid.
That's crazy.
Well, I just thought that maybe I could have 2 girlfriends at the same time. No, come on, Dale. It don't work like that, bro.
I don't know, man.
But you know what, though?
Terrible.
Thank you, though, Dale, for
guess.
Yeah, because you made us go viral.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that.
Basically.
You know?
Yeah. What's going on, you guys? It is Freska and Rudy, and you're watching Hitless Live. Make sure that you are here every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. But it is time for the mailbag.
Yes.
It is time for the mailbag.
And we've been waiting for somebody to hit us up in the mailbag.
Yes,
all right?
yes,
So
yes.
thank you so much for doing it.
Yep. All right. So this is from Eddie in Daly City, and I think this is going to really spark your attention because it has to do with Marchbank Park, which is right in our backyard, literally
Literally
of this
behind
building.
the station, yeah.
So he goes, what do you guys think about Marchbank Park, which is right behind your station, being turned into a multi-purpose field?
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, if you're not aware, Daly City has a very famous baseball field, and it's called Marchbank Park.
Yep.
And part of the reason why it's so famous is because it's been around for so long, but also because John Madden used to speak about Marchbank Park a lot, right? And he actually grew up in Daly City, and he played baseball here and football
went to Jefferson
here.
High School.
Exactly. So he's a local dude, in case you weren't aware. And if you don't know who John Madden is, just go to your boyfriend's video game console. And he'll have every single Madden video game since 1996. So he's a very famous dude, very much like a huge figure in American sports. And my whole thing is, like, as much as I do appreciate the fact, Eddie, that they're turning it into a multi-purpose field for like all these different activities, it just breaks my heart to see something that's so beautiful and historic get torn down.
I know. I get it.
I'm not a huge fan of that. But some beautiful things, all things come to an end, even good stuff. But I will say this, though. My one thing that I'd like for the city of Daly City to do is I would like for them to give some sort of commemoration to John Madden.
Yeah.
And any other figure that may have had a role in Marchbank Park throughout its history, because people deserve, like, the next generation deserves to know how beloved this field was.
Yeah, but I also want to mention that Daly City is not just the city of Daly City. Sacred Heart Cathedral High School, they are the ones that are working with the city of Daly City to make this happen. But also, when you think about it, like it's a bittersweet moment. I think I could to kind of add in there, because the field needed help. The field really needed help. You know what I mean? And you can only play baseball on it. And so now they're going to have soccer, football, and baseball. So I think there's going to be a lot of youth and other organizations and leagues that can come in and play and make use of it.
Yeah.
So
and that's good, and that is a good thing.
I think John Madden would have liked that part.
I hope so because my big thing as a sports guy, I remember watching, because this happened a lot when I was in high school. You would see a lot of old football fields or soccer fields turned into multi-purpose things, and one thing that I always noticed was that, like, it's never as beautiful as it was before, because before, even though I know it was kind of like a rundown ballpark, it was outdated. I totally get that, but that was part of the charm, though. That's the thing that made it feel like that made it historic. You know what I mean? Is that you could see, like, the past ingrained in the field.
Yes, but it's also you really couldn't
do much with it.
Yeah. And it's like, so do you want to improve it so that the community can enjoy and still be able to pay, homage to John Madden and the history here? And I know hopefully they get that statue going. I mean, that'd be awesome. You want,
or just a plaque, just something to commemorate John. I think he deserves that. I think he's part of the legacy of the field. But you're right, though. They did have to do something about it, because number one, it didn't even have any lights. So, like, it was basically like a spot. If you were looking at it from, like, a drone, it's like the darkest spot in Daly City, because it's this huge field with no lights. Right. And let's be real, man. When you leave big areas with, like, little corners that are kind of tucked away and there's no lights, you be having some very suspicious activities going on. There was a couple of times that I walked around the back of Marchbank Field.
Yeah, you found some interesting things.
Bro, there was some. I mean, it was only like a 5-foot wide path, but there was a lot of crazy stuff back there. Like I would hope that no kids accidentally took that shortcut during a field trip.
Yeah,
because there was a lot of toys. Yeah, a lot of toys, and I ain't talking about Slinkies.
Yeah, it's like I'm looking out right now, and I'm like, thank God that was part of the field being ripped up.
Yeah, they definitely cleaned that up. I don't think you're going to be seeing any weird stuff anytime soon. So remember, Daly City and Sacred Heart, think about it. Consider it, man. The Bay Area would love that. I would love that. I'm going to be
Statue.
pushing. I'm going to be pushing for some sort of commemoration to John Madden and other sports figures. You know, keep a little piece of Marchbank Park with us.
Yes, absolutely. All right, you guys. Hey, you can also DM us on our Instagram at Freska and Rudy. Let's talk about what y'all want to talk
Let's
about.
chop it up.
You know, we would love to have that. All right, you guys. We're out of here. 10 a.m. every Wednesday morning. Let's do this right here on YouTube, okay?